Okay, so I talked about why I think I gained the weight that I did over the years, and I've talked about the health issues I had as a result of being overweight, technically obese. And now I'm going to talk about making the decision, what made me make that decision to finally lose the weight, and the goals that I set in order to lose the weight. So, December 2012, the pastor gave a sermon on setting goals. And that is what convinced me that 2013 was going to be my year to lose weight. So I went home and I wanted to be a healthy weight. I was tired of the doctor saying I was obese, and I didn't even want to be considered overweight. I wanted to be healthy. So I looked up for someone my height, what should I weigh, and the most I should weigh in order to be a healthy weight was 145 pounds. And so that was exactly 100 pounds from where I was. And so I said, okay, I am going to lose 100 pounds. But I didn't want to set myself up to fail. I knew 100 pounds was a lot, and I didn't know how long it was going to take me. But I was committed at that point to, I'm going to lose 100 pounds, no matter how long it took me. And so I said for 2013, I wanted to lose 50 pounds because I figured that sounds like a good plan and something that was reasonable that I could do. And then I had to set some goals. What am I going to do in order to reach that big goal of losing 50 pounds for this year? I knew, as I've said in a previous video, I drank a lot of soda and I drank a lot of sweet tea, but I didn't drink water. And I knew that I kind of grew up hearing you're supposed to drink 8 ounces, 8-ounce glasses of water, so 64 ounces of water. So I decided 5 glasses of water to start, because I was like, okay, I want to get to eventually the 64 ounces. And I actually found out later in my journey that you're actually supposed to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. So I was thankful that I didn't know that to begin with, because that probably would have been very overwhelming for me to do that. So I had a 12-ounce glass of water, glass that I used for water, sorry, and would drink 5 of those. And I slowly worked my way up. But to start, I would drink 5 of those glasses. I would flavor the water, and 1 glass. I didn't want to flavor too much of it because I wanted to get used to the taste of just water and drinking water and not getting used to needing anything else in it. And I decided I was going to reduce the amount of soda, so my first goal was to reduce it to just 1 can of soda a day. And I did not allow myself to have that soda until I drank all 5 glasses of water. So I used it kind of like as a reward. Okay, I can have a soda because I drank enough water today. I knew that eventually I wanted to get to the point of drinking 1 can of soda a week, then maybe 1 a month, and eventually cut it out altogether. And I did eventually get down to 1 a month, but I have allowed myself to drink it a little more frequently. I still will only do 1 a day, no more than that. And I don't even drink it every single day. But I have worked my way up to, I usually drink at least 80 ounces of water a day, and a lot of times it's more than that. So I am drinking half of my body weight. And a lot of times I drink more than that because I know drinking water just kind of is great for your body. It helps flush things out, and it helps your complexion, and it's just, water's good. Didn't used to think so, but I enjoy drinking my water. It is harder, I'll be honest. It's harder in the winter when it gets colder. And so a lot of times I'll drink more tea then, or flavor my water just to try and help me want to drink water because I don't like lukewarm water. I usually will drink it cold, and when I'm already cold because it's wintertime, yeah, I'm not as into wanting to drink cold water. So I find other ways of getting it in. So drinking more water and cutting back on my soda were two of my goals. The other, of course, was add exercise. And so I said 30 minutes a day is what I started with. And I started doing the walk away the pounds because I had actually started to walk in September of 2012 because the cyber school that my kids were in sent pedometers and said the goal for this year was going to be to walk a mile in 20 minutes. And I kind of was like, I could walk, so I bought myself a pedometer and I walked with the kids. And of course, when it got colder, we stopped. But a friend knew I really enjoyed walking, so she sent me 3 of the Walk Away the Pound CDs. It's a 1 mile, a 2 mile, and a 3 mile. So the 1 mile was 15 minutes, because that's what your goal for a good pace when you're walking is to aim for 15 minutes per mile. So that gave me half of the time I needed, and the other half I did sit-ups, crunches, push-ups, whatever I could think of to get the rest of my 30 minutes in. So I did that 1 mile workout every single day in January. Then I moved to the 2 mile workout, which was 30 minutes. So I didn't need to do the other stuff that I was doing that I really didn't enjoy doing, but I was determined. I really want to lose weight, so I have to work out every single day. And a lot of people were like, you need a rest day, you shouldn't be doing that. But for me, I knew I needed to create a habit. And because I didn't work out at all, I knew I need to start doing this every single day until I feel like I enjoy this. I will keep doing this even if I take a rest day. And I will admit, I probably worked out every single day for the first 6 months, or at least 5 months. I had, I think it was February, I wound up getting the flu, so there was a couple days that I couldn't work out. But up until July, I was doing it every single day. And I'll tell you what happened in July if I think about it later. But I then went in March to doing the 3 mile workout. And so that was doing 45 minutes working out per day. Did that again every single day in March. Once the weather warmed up in April, I started walking outside. And I quickly learned walking outside is totally different than walking inside to a workout video. And I was doing the 3 miles and couldn't do it in 45 minutes. I wasn't able to do 15 minutes per mile. So it was a little frustrating, but I just kept working out and trying to make it a game. And I'm going to go a little faster each time and see if I can beat my time from yesterday. And so I really encourage you, find a workout that you enjoy, some kind of exercise that you enjoy. And if you need to make it a game, how fast can I do this, or just to have fun with it, that it goes a great way in sticking to exercise. It has to be something you enjoy, or there's a good chance you might stop doing it. I found out I really enjoy running, and that kind of was by accident because I used to hate running. But God knew what He was doing, and the one day when I was walking with the kids, I was coming up on a alleyway, and God said, "I want you to run this block." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But I told the kids, "Okay, we're going to run this block." And I ran the full block. I beat both of my children, got there before them, and I burst into tears because I had ran for the first time in a very, very long time. And that kind of started me on this path of being a runner. I have enjoyed running now. Next year, it will be 10 years that I've been doing this. I have done half marathons. In November of 2020, I did a full marathon. Yes, I used to think the people who did full marathons were completely insane, and now I am fully insane. When I did my half marathon, I said, I'm only half crazy. Now I'm fully crazy. But I did that just in town. But I mapped out the distance. 26.2 miles is a full marathon. I did 26.6 because I wanted to make sure I got credit for a full marathon. So yeah, I was able to lose the weight within 18 months. Lost the full 100 pounds. A lot of it too was, I forgot to mention, was counting calories, because I realized very early on that I needed to change the way I ate. And I never refused, and I didn't cut things out. I just made sure I was eating the right amount of calories. For me, I cut it to the minimum you should eat a day is 1,200. And in the beginning, I did put it there, and at first began thinking, I'm like, I'm going to starve because this isn't much. I realized very quickly how calories add up. And I was determined to stay in that 1,200 range. And so I learned what I could eat, what I couldn't eat if I didn't have the calories for it. And if I wanted to eat something, I made sure I had the calories for it. So I would choose more wisely with, well, I won't eat this, I'll eat this instead. It's very important to not drop below 1,200 calories, because you can put yourself into starvation mode, and you'll actually either stop losing weight or you could actually gain. So I've heard so many people, well, I worked out for an hour in the gym and I'm not eating those calories. Well, you have to, because the way it works, if my goal is eat 1,200 calories is my goal for the day, then whatever you burn when you work out, so suppose I did a workout, and usually like a mile is equal to 100 calories. That's about what it is for me. So if I did 3 miles, that's 300 calories that I burned. So I would add that to, this is how many calories I can eat a day, and I would eat 1,500 calories because my goal is 1,200. Add the 300 I burned, 1,500. Because at the end of the day, okay, I have 1,500 calories, but I burned 300 calories today working out. That gets subtracted from your total, and therefore I ate 1,200 calories. That's 1,500 that I ate minus the 300 I burned, 1,200. So I was just very careful. I would log everything. I used MyFitnessPal. It was a website that I used, and just would mark everything down. Was very careful to get within that. For most people, you do not need to cut it to 1,200 calories. You can do 1,500, 1,600, even 1,800, because 2,000 is what you should do as average. And that's usually maintenance, to maintain your weight. So anything below that is you will eventually start to lose some weight. So when I wasn't counting calories, it was easier for me to start to slowly put on the weight. But I knew I don't want to always count calories for the rest of my life. So there are times you just have to be much more aware of what am I eating? How much did I work out today? Do I really need this? Am I really hungry, or am I just thirsty? Am I bored? And sometimes when you're bored, you want to eat and you do it mindlessly and you don't realize how many extra calories that is. So I always have my glass of water sitting next to me and I'll drink my water because that makes, it kind of tricks your brain into thinking you're full. You're not hungry, you're full. So, yeah, I can be totally honest with you. I still ate McDonald's foods, fast foods. You're not supposed to eat that. I know. But my family wasn't trying to lose weight. And so if I wanted the quarter pounder and knew we were going to McDonald's that evening, I just made smarter choices during the day to eat a little bit less so that I made sure I had the calories for that quarter pounder. If I didn't have the calories left, then I did not get that quarter pounder. So it's all about the choices you make. I still love my chocolate. I would still eat that. So I didn't deny myself anything. I didn't cut sugar and flour and all that completely out. I know for some people that is what works, but I wanted to let you know that's not the only way of doing it. And I lost 100 pounds and I still ate chocolate and I still ate fast food and I still drank soda. But it was about moderation is the key. That was kind of my theme. And making sure that you ate smaller portions and less of the things that you shouldn't be eating. Making sure you work out. And you don't have to do it for 45 minutes or an hour or 2 hours like some people do. 30 minutes, even 20 minutes of exercise a day is great for the body. And the body needs that movement. It's good for your joints and muscles, especially as we get older. So find something you enjoy. You don't have to do it for hours on end. Watch what you eat. Try and drink a lot more water, and do what you can. I had a pitcher of water in the fridge that was the amount that I needed to drink, so I knew when that water pitcher is empty and I'm the only one drinking from it, then I know I had enough water for today. Flavoring your water. Some people like to put lemon in their water or slices of orange, and if you would put that into your water in the evening before you go to bed, by morning your water is flavored naturally with the fruit that you put into it. So just a little tidbit. But I know it can be frustrating. I know it can take a while. The plateaus that you hit suck, I'll be honest. It's no fun to hit a plateau and be at that weight for a long time, but if you don't give up and you keep going, and sometimes, as I learned, you need to eat more as your body loses the weight and it gets used to exercise, and your body needs more calories then. But I had to learn too that when I cut back on how much I was working out, I had to watch how much I ate then too. I had to cut back on that a little bit, and just kind of be more mindful. But yeah, I lost the weight back in 2014. And I was honest, I did gain some of that back. But learned very quickly, just be more mindful. What am I eating? What am I putting in my mouth? How much of it am I putting it in? And I was quickly able to get back down. I have not made it back to the 145. I am in the about 155 right now. But I'm actually good with that. I think that's where my body enjoys being, and I'm happy where I'm at. But I'm still trying, maybe not quite as hard, but I am hoping that eventually I can get back down into the 145 range so that I'm a healthy weight and not considered overweight. But I know that I am much happier, I'm healthier, and I know this video got to be a little bit longer, but I just felt like I needed to put all of this part together on one workout. I mean, in one video, about how to, what my goals were in losing weight. And I hope this helped you. And if you need to know more, leave a comment and I will try and talk more, or at least answer your questions. And I hope you have a wonderful day and don't ever give up. I know it's difficult. Losing weight can be a struggle. A lot of people, I think, make the mistake of saying, I'm on a diet. And I never said I was on a diet. I said it was a lifestyle change. And I fully believe that that's what it is, because I have to pay attention for the rest of my life of what I'm eating and how much, and making sure I'm drinking the water and I'm not drinking so much of the soda and I'm not eating too much fast food or sweets. I can still have, but not as much. So I hope I've encouraged you. If I can lose weight, anybody can lose weight.